Hello students. Today we are going to discuss demand, one of the most interesting chapter of microeconomics. We are going to study this chapter in 3 parts and this is first video of the chapter demand in which we will talk about the basic concepts related to demand. So let's start with the basic question. What is demand? This is question in mind of many children. What is demand? But they are unable to get a complete answer without completely studying the concept of demand. So let's study about demand in detail now. Just think from these following 3 examples, which example actually shows the concept of demand? Firstly, a person below poverty line wants to buy a car, but he doesn't have money. A rich man who has money can buy a car, but he doesn't want to buy one because he already have many cars. Another person wants to buy a car and even has money to make the purchase. Now from these 3 examples, which example do you think suitably explains the concept of demand? Let's analyze these examples in detail. In example 1, the person below the poverty line wants to buy a car. It was only a desire and not demand as he did not have money to buy the car. Example number 2. Rich man doesn't want to buy a car though he has the ability to buy the car. It is not demand as he is unwilling to buy the car. So both example 1 and 2 doesn't suitably explain the concept of demand. Example 3 is a suitable example of demand because in that case person has the money, that is ability to buy the car, also he is willing to buy the car. Thus demand is desired backed by the purchasing power. Or precisely, demand for a commodity refers to quantity of a commodity that a consumer is willing and able to purchase at each possible price during a particular period of time. In short, we can say it is desired backed by the purchasing power. But now it's time to analyze the definition of demand in detail. As I told you, demand of a commodity refers to quantity of a commodity that a consumer. Quantity of a commodity means we are talking about only one commodity, and that a consumer, it means we are talking about demand of an individual consumer. Is willing and able to purchase. Again, the same concept. Demand means that a person is willing, that is he has the desire to purchase, and also he has sufficient money, that is ability to purchase at each possible price, which means that demand doesn't pertain to a particular price but a set of prices. Look at the picture for clarification. For example, this girl would like to purchase 2 packs of milk if one pack is for 50 rupees, but she will purchase 2 packs if price of one pack is rupees 40. Thus, demand doesn't purchase to a single set of price, but rather it is what a consumer is willing and able to purchase at each possible price, and that too during a given period of time. I hope the definition is clear now. Let's recap the definition once again. Demand for a commodity refers to quantity of a commodity that a consumer is willing and able to purchase at each possible price during a given period of time. Now, what is demand schedule? To be very precise, demand schedule is nothing but an individual's demand summarized in the form of a table. In technical term, demand schedule is a tabular representation showing different quantities of a commodity which a consumer is able and willing to purchase at each possible price during a specific period of time. If you will notice clearly, then you can see that demand schedule is nothing but the definition of demand along with the tabular presentation. For example, if a person is willing to buy 5 ice creams at rupees 10, 4 at rupees 20, 3 at rupees 30, and so on, then This is demand schedule as it represents his ability and willingness to buy ice creams at different possible prices during a given period of time. When we represent this information in the form of a diagram, what we get is a demand curve. So, demand curve is again nothing but representation of demand of a person in the form of a curve. It is a graphical presentation showing different quantities of a commodity which a consumer is able and willing to purchase at each possible price during a specific period of time. If we will compare it with the definition of demand schedule, then the only difference between two is demand schedule is the tabular representation, whereas demand curve is the graphical representation, both showing demand of a consumer in the form of a table and form of a graph respectively. You can see in this graph when price is rupees 50, consumer is demanding 1 unit. When price falls to 40, consumer is demanding 2 units. When price further falls to 30, consumer is demanding 3 units and so on. Thus, when we graphically represent the demand of a consumer, it is known as demand curve, and it is downward sloping, which we are going to study in detail in later part of the chapter. Now, quickly remember what I told you while discussing the definition of demand. I told you it is quantity of a commodity that a consumer, which means when we talk about demand, we talk about individual demand. But along with individual demand, there is a related concept of market demand. Market demand refers to quantity of a commodity that all consumers, not one but all consumers, are willing and able to buy at each possible price during a given period of time. Thus, we can say that market demand is nothing but the summation of individual demand. Similarly, we have a market demand schedule, which is summation of individual demand schedule. As it can be seen in the given schedules that when price of orange is rupees 5, then consumer 1 is demanding 1 orange and consumer 2 is not demanding any orange. So market demand is 1 plus 0, which is 1. When price drops to 4, consumer 1 demands 2 oranges, whereas consumer 2 demands only 1 orange. Thus, total market demand is 3, and so on. Thus, by horizontally summation of the individual demand, we can get the market demand. Similarly, we can plot the market demand curve, which is again derived by the horizontal summation of individual demand curve. Like individual demand curve is representation of an individual demand schedule, similarly market demand curve is a graphical representation of a market demand schedule. Thus, summing up once again, individual demand means demand of one individual for one commodity. Market demand means demand of all consumers for that particular commodity. Now, another concept, demand versus quantity demanded. Again, recalling the concept of demand. Demand is quantity of a commodity that a consumer is willing and able to purchase at each possible price. Each possible price means that demand pertains to a set of prices. But when we look at any particular price and the quantity corresponding to that price, then we get quantity demanded. So, demand is quantity of a commodity that a consumer is willing and able to purchase at each possible price during a particular period of time, whereas quantity demanded of a commodity refers to quantity that a consumer is willing and able to purchase at a particular price at a particular point of time. This can be understood with the help of the cartoon strip given here. This person was willing to buy plastic at a particular price. Let's say when the price was rupees 10, he was willing to buy 5 units of plastic. But price of plastic rose by 50%. Let's say from 10 it became rupees 20. Thus, his demand for plastic decreased to 4 from 5. And when further price slashed to 30, his demand decreased to 3. So, this entire schedule represents the demand since we have different prices and different quantities. But if we pick up any one particular price, for example, initially when at price 10 he was willing to buy 5, then this is quantity demanded. If we pick up the another set of price and quantity, that is 20 and 4, then it will represent another quantity demanded. Thus, all quantity demanded together represent the demand of an individual. Factors determining demand. One of the most important topic which will be taken in the part 2 of this video. Till then, kindly revise all the concepts. Thank you.